I bought a refurbished backwards compatible PS3 from DKOldies for $400, and in this video...
What a fucking dumbass. Alright, hold up.
We're going to take an
Out
in-depth
the
look
gate.
at backwards compatible PS3
He
from
didn't even
DKOldies.
spell refurbished right. I'm drunk and he fucked that up.
For $400.
82,000 views. 82,000 views.
And in this video, we're going to take an in-depth look at this console, see if it's
I just want to stop saying I like Jacob. Okay? I love Jacob. But I'm going to laugh at this.
worth the money and determine if you guys should buy one for yourself. Now let's go ahead and open this box up. So the first thing I noticed is this box is actually bulging a little bit. Not a big
Oh shit, I'm not subscribed to Jacob R. I better do that real quick so he makes money.
deal if there's bubble wrap, but we're about to see what's inside of here. All right, so here's the packing slip, and we got a bunch of stickers and stuff on.
What's that shit say? Final Fantasy 13 PS3 game? Okay, so he bought like one of their little $10 games. I know because I was just looking at PS3 games on their site the other day.
Cosmetically flawed, 80 gig, reverse compatible. I don't know why they call
Got
it
the
reverse
cosmetically flawed.
We got a bunch of random. No way, not again.
Wait, hold up. $400 cosmetically flawed PS3. Jesus fucking Christ. How much did they charge for a fucking normal ass PS3? I got a terabyte that I got modded in the other room PS3 for like $200. He got backwards compatible, right? Alright, so this one. Okay. That shit ain't $400? Okay, let's get back to the video. I'm missing some ingredients here.
Another third-party controller. I mean, guys, $400 for a backwards compatible PS3, cosmetically flawed, and you give me a third-party controller. There wasn't even an option to upgrade to an OEM. That's just, I don't know.
Right.
I feel like that's inexcusable. So,
right, because they're Jesus Christ. Well, hold on. What did I just have pulled up? Is that just the normal 80 gig? Oh, okay, I see. Damn, man, $400. I remember I had the backwards compatible back in the day, and that shit stopped reading discs after like 13 months, and I got that shit brand new. And Sony went like $150 to fix it. I traded that broken ass shit into GameStop for like $200 and got like a 360 and like 6 games.
guys, I wanted to take a brief moment to look at the listing and kind of show you why I'm disappointed. So we'll get back to this stuff in a second, but let me scroll down to the description.
Nuts.
So,
$405 for cosmetically flawed. All right, so let me take a fucking peek. So how much is this shit in good condition? $540? This shit was $599 US brand new. God, and it came with MotorStorm. Dude, just fucking right in your butthole, man.
as you can see, it says it comes with a console, one compatible wireless controller, and that's kind of where we go wrong here. Compatible is a very generic term, so you don't know if you're getting a DualShock 3 or if you're getting something else. Now, I think they either need to say third-party controller here or give you the option to upgrade, something like that. But like the pictures show a DualShock 3, there's no option to choose between a
I'll tell you what their option is. With as much as they rammed your ass. Hold up, not DraftKings. Jesus Christ. Maybe I should just leave the fucking listings up. Alright. Sorry, guys. I'm drunk tonight, man. This is a raw video. You want a raw video? Here's your raw fucking video. There's your OEM controller, Jacob. $54.99. Good condition. Bad condition, $39.99. $16 difference for them to fucking clean it and make it look nice. Alright.
DualShock 3 and a third-party controller. They just say compatible. Kind of make you think you're going to get a good controller, and then they send you, that...
also, I haven't seen this video yet.
All right.
This is first time watching.
Power cord. Actually, that's a USB cord. We have our HDMI cable here. We should have our power cord here. We do. And then this is our game. Nice and bubble wrapped. Well, it's actually amazing. The game is bubble wrapped more than the console. All right, so here's the game. Final Fantasy, what is that, 13?
Yeah, fucking $400 system, $13 game. I'm pretty sure it's $13. Let's pull that shit up. I still type. Maybe. Excuse me. $6. All right, complete $8. $8. Make sure that shit is protected now.
Check out the condition of the disc. Disc looks good. And let's put that to the side. And here's the console. It does have bubble wrap, only a little bit on the sides, but as long as it arrives in good condition.
Oh, man.
All right, so here is whatever you want to call this. We got the system game startup. Throw that away, and man, this...
For those that don't know, they used to do a 120-day warranty. Now they do a 1-year warranty. So I'm assuming this motherfucker right here is going to be, damn, elbow drop by the champion. You know, Macho Man Randy Savage drop kicked in the box style.
This console does not look very good. Let's go ahead and take it out and take a closer look at it. All right, guys, so here's the console closer up, and sorry about the big white thing right there. That's my light. It's kind of just reflecting the console. And as you can see, this console is very, very beat up. Now, it is cosmetically flawed, but this thing is just, like, so scratched.
And that's the thing, man. Those piano black systems, yeah, they look fucking nice because they're, you know, shiny and glossy and stuff. But every little damn breath, speck, thought of this system is going to show on this. You know, that's just how it is, man.
Never actually seen one this bad. And the thing that kind of concerns me about being cosmetically flawed is that they might use that as an excuse not to clean the console all the way. I'm not sure if that's the case or not, but just taking a glance at it, I do see a bunch of dust, and you can kind of see some fingerprints down there. I'll show some pictures on the screen, but fingerprints, I see dust, a lot of dust down.
Yeah, so that's what I want to know, man. If they have cosmetically flawed shit, and they have good condition shit, why or like how do they decide which one is worth wiping down with Goo Gone and rubbing alcohol and hand sanitizer? I used to work in a game store. I know what the fuck they do. You telling me that they looked at this backwards compatible system that they're selling for $400 and they were like, you know what? This shit ain't even worth no paper towel or Q-tip of rubbing alcohol. Yeah, just throw that shit in there. Someone will buy it anyways, man. Fuck them, you know? Just fuck them.
Here, a lot of dust in there. I also see a bunch of dust right here on the front lip. And guys, this is a used console, so I don't expect it to be perfect, but it should be very clean considering the price I paid.
I know, right?
Here on this side, we do have a warranty sticker from DKOldies in place of the old warranty.
Which means they fucking opened it up and they were supposed to clean it, right? So are you telling me right now that they clean the inside of this shit, but they ain't clean the outside? Why the fuck would they do that? It's supposed to be a premium retro gaming experience, right? Then why the fuck?
Seal, I don't know that they can actually enforce that these days, but oh, and there's our cosmetic flaw. Nice.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right, cool. Here on the back, as you can see, the model number is CECH-E01, which is good to see because that is the 80 gig backwards compatible model, which uses emulation for playing PS2 and PS1 games instead of real hardware like the A01 does. But yeah, this whole console.
To add to that, that means like it actually has the hardware that a PS2 does inside of it. It's not emulated like they did later on with like you know, the PS2 classics on the store. It actually basically has like a PS2 inside of it.
It's just very scratched up, dirty.
How do you scratch the fucking bottom, man?
It's very, very scratched up and kind of dusty. I don't know, man. Looking closer at this thing, I actually do see a lot of dust and grain here on the bottom, so I don't know if they actually cleaned the outside or not. Oh, guys. All right, so I was about to plug it in, but I decided to open up the hard drive cover right here. And guys, take a look at that. I'll zoom in there for you, but that thing is just encroached with dust and dirt. Like, all right, yeah, look at that. Like, I can just wipe my finger across it. Nice. That looks like it's been sitting in a basement or something. It at least doesn't smell like cigarette dust, which is a good thing. But I don't know, guys. We're gonna plug this thing in and see if it works.
Bruh. All
right, guys, we got everything plugged in now.
And you know, when you watch their TikTok videos, you know they'd be like, "Oh, you bought a fucking NES," and then they like walk over. There's like 6 piles of them. You know, they're all fucking touching. They're not all separated. They're not protected. They're just like in a fucking tower stacked setting of consoles.
And I don't think I mentioned it yet, but they actually called this console reverse compatible instead of backwards compatible. I'm not sure why. I've never heard that terminology used before.
Because they're stupid.
So I wanted to come back over here to the listing again and show you a few more things. Now, first of all, like I just mentioned, they call it reverse compatible. Not sure why, but that's what they call it. And I bought a cosmetically flawed system, which was $405. You can also get a good condition, which is $500.
Yeah, so let's talk about that real quick. $405 for 80 gig backwards compatible PS3, cosmetically flawed. So you're telling me if the shit didn't look bad, it's worth $135 more? But then, like, if I go to, like, your PS2s, it's only, like, a $35 difference. Or if I go to, like, any other console, like, how do they math this out in their head? What makes it worth that much more compared to, like, another system? Are you telling me that it's more effort to make this look better?
40, just really high prices. That's why I'm so disappointed by the controller. And then one other thing, despite the fact that I showed the cosmetically flawed system, if you go down,
just so you guys know I closed this motherfucker out. PS3. Excuse me, been drinking. You could literally buy a PS4 from these assholes for $290. So you get a PS4 for like $105 less than that PS3. Hell, you can get a 500 gig PS3 for probably less than he paid for that backwards compatible one. It's not worth it, man. If you want a PS3 and you want to be able to play PS2 games, just fucking buy two different things on eBay. It's probably $100 less. It probably costs you $300 to buy a PS3 that's dope, like with a terabyte, like mine was, modded, and then like $100 for PS2. Jesus, man.
and here in the description, it still says
I don't mean to interrupt the video,
and tested.
but Jesus.
So I would expect this thing to be cleaned inside, outside, and new thermal paste, all that good stuff that comes with refurbishing. So we'll see what they do to it. And also, this controller is terrible. Like, it is very bad. They call it a Double Shock 3.
Well, yeah.
Made by Old School. It just feels really bad in the hands. This is an actual DualShock 3.
I mean, you could look at it. You look at it and you're like, yeah, that's a piece of shit right there.
Very nice controller. So that's pretty disappointing. Let's go ahead and turn this thing on, though, and see if it works. So first we got to flip on the switch on the back. We got a red light there. Hit the power button, and we have life. No disc in there.
This fucking light bulb's been coming on its
own.
own.
So I'm finally booted up to the main screen, and this console's going crazy. The fan is blowing real loud, and I already know it's not been cleaned inside because I see a bunch of dust blowing out the sides and the back. And man, that air is hot. But we're gonna go ahead and test this thing out, make sure it works first.
So what? They put the sticker on it just because it's a sticker, or did they open it up and they were like, "Damn, man, that sucks." I mean, it's cosmetically flawed, man. This is flawed.
First of all, actually, I want to go to the settings, system settings, and see what software version we're on. All right, so system information, we are on 4.85, which I think might be the most recent one. I'm not sure, but I know it's not old. All right, no game in there. We're going to start with the PS1 game because this is backwards compatible. So it's compatible with most
all PS3s play PS1 games.
PS1 and most PS2 games. I don't think quite all of them, so hopefully this works. And it's probably going to ask me to create... Yeah, there you go. All right, cool. PlayStation format disc. Asked me to create a memory card. Let's go ahead and do that. And then we'll boot it up. So we're playing Castlevania Symphony of the Night on PS1. Never actually played this game, so I have no idea what I'm doing.
Your words are as empty as your...
Bruh, how you gonna be like a gamer and not know that shit? How you not gonna know Symphony of the Night?
soul.
Dude, we're like straight into the boss fight on this one. You like walk up the stairs, and it's like, all right, time for the final boss fight. Whole game is 30 minutes long. Not really, but we've played enough. I think it's working. Let's go back to the main menu. We're gonna try out a PS2 game, and I have Silent Hill 2 here today. We're going with the high
Oh, fucking flexing on us over here with the Silent Hill 2.
value games today, because why not? Hopefully
Damn,
the console
Jake and
works and
Mark.
doesn't eat our games, but so
Yeah.
far so good.
YouTube money's paying off, brother.
Let's take out the PS1 game and put in Silent Hill 2 for the PS2, and we'll make sure that works. And I mentioned earlier that there's a lot of dust blowing out the sides and the back, but what I didn't say is that it kind of smells like grandma's basement. Like, that's the only way for me to describe it. Kind of smells old, like dusty. I don't know. And honestly, that's probably what happened is grandma probably saw a Facebook ad that she could sell her PS3 to DKOldies for some money, and so she probably did that.
You know what? Let's take a look. I know they be shafting motherfuckers. Let's see how much they actually give you for a backwards compatible PS3. Also, this home screen right here, I've covered this shit multiple times. It's still the same sales. What is it? January 22nd, 2023. My first video was like around New Year's. Them shit's always on sale. I got a discount code for 15% off a Wii earlier in this week, and I was like, hell yeah, man, now I could pay $100 for a Wii instead of $120. All right, what are we looking at? PS3, okay. Reverse compatible, $150. Okay, I mean, I guess that's not too bad. That's for the 60. Wait, what? $2 less for the 80 gig instead of the... That speaks for itself.
And that's how DKOldies got this. I guess they didn't clean it, send it off to me, and this thing is going crazy. Like, the fan is pretty crazy. We're not even on a PS3 game yet, so I'm curious to see what will happen. And honestly, I'm not sure if this controller even works on PS2 games because it won't let me control the screen with the PS2 game. Now let me try my official DualShock 3 and see if that works. So upon some more trial and error with the third-party controller, and also searching online, apparently third-party controllers do not work with the PS3 and PS2 games, which is just awesome to see. I guess.
Yep, I ran into that issue before.
Let me know down below if you have any more info on that. But from what I saw online, it was some sort of piracy measure that you couldn't plug in third-party Bluetooth devices to the USB port and use them on PS2 games.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing about Sony, okay? All their PlayStations, they're always fucky with shit that isn't theirs. And you know why? It's because they don't want you spending your money with anybody else. They want you to spend it on their proprietary Memory Stick Pro Duo cards for their PSP and their Vita. They want you to get their fucking, what was it, Betamax instead of VHS and now Blu-ray. You know, they won with that finally. They got a W, but that's Sony for you, bud.
So that's just awesome to see. So I bought this backwards compatible PS3. Can't even play PS2 games though because the third-party controller does not work on them. So that's just great. But when I have my DualShock 3 plugged in, working just fine, no problems there. Let's go back to the main screen, and of course we'll try the PS3 game now. All right, so we got Final Fantasy. Let's go ahead and put it in and see if it boots up. All right, so playing some Final Fantasy, having no issues so far. So all is good on PS1, PS2, and PS3 games, except for the fact that the controller they sent me does not work with PS2 games, so that's a bit disappointing. Now, obviously, I have not used this for an extended period of time. I imagine that once you use this for a few hours, it's really going to ramp up. I mean, if you know these old PS3s, they get really loud, like a jet engine, blow air like crazy because they have to. It gets so hot inside. Now, a way you can kind of help combat that is to replace the thermal paste and clean out the insides. I'm not sure if they did that or not. We're going to go ahead and open this thing up.
I figured we was going to open it up in this video.
And take a look at the insides and see what it looks like. See if they're refurbished.
I can't wait to see what the old scientists over there at the Oldies of DK did to this insides of this motherfucker.
Anything. So I just wanted to remind you guys that I will be doing a PS5 giveaway on Whatnot soon. So let me go ahead and show you.
Nah, no thanks, bud. We ain't doing that bullshit.
So all I got to do is be
all you got to do is
present
skip
in the
that
strict
bullshit.
screws
That's
out. All right, guys. So
here
I
we go.
took the top cover off, and as you can see, a bunch of dust in here. Yeah, there you go. That's a better view. But you can see all that dust in there. I can just run my finger across it and pick up a bunch of dust. And then, even worse, I took out the hard drive. And guys, look at that. That is just bad. There's dust flying all around my room now. Oh my gosh, I didn't even see that side.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now, for a mechanical hard drive, it's not that bad. But because it's DKOldies and they're supposed to fucking do some shit about that, that's bad.
Terrible. Let me just show you inside of the hard drive bay. All right, yeah. So just looking inside of that, you can see dust just hanging out in that hard drive bay. Just awesome to see. Let's go ahead and take the rest of the cover off. See what it looks like on the inside. I don't have much hope for the inside of this thing, but we'll see what it looks like. All right, guys, time for the big reveal. I got all the screws off on the top.
I'm gonna go ahead and say this right now. Jacob R is in a position where he makes a lot of money from his YouTube videos. Okay, maybe not in the sense a lot, like as in he makes millions of dollars. But if like Robert down the street or Joe paid $400 and got a PlayStation like this, that dude ain't never buying shit from you again. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, he didn't even have to open it up to know that some shit was fucked up.
Let's go ahead and pull this cover all the way off and see what it looks like inside. Oh, man. Oh, no way.
So that right there, that tells me that DKOldies sticker don't mean shit.
Dude. I have no words. It actually looks better on camera than in person.
And what's crazy about it, too, is it takes 3, maybe 5 minutes to clean all that shit. Can of air, fucking Clorox wipe.
Like in person, every single inch of this is covered in dirt and dust, and just look at that, absolutely filthy. Oh my goodness, this is GameStop level. This is worse than GameStop. Like this is
I was about to say, dude, GameStop wouldn't even bend you over that hard.
bad, really, really bad. I'm gonna take some pictures and show it on the screen so you guys can get a better look at this. But like every inch of this is just covered in dirt, and this is called refurbished.
$405, dude.
Refurbished, guys. Refurbished. What are we doing here? Why am I paying double market price for a console that is this dirty? I mean, you can buy a console just like this under $200 on eBay. Probably even less with this for this condition. This is just
Probs.
This is sad. Like, why would they put a warranty seal on this console when they never opened it up? I mean,
Yeah, Jacob, they fucked you,
I'm
dude.
disappointed. This is bad. I don't know what else to say. And man, I think we've seen enough here. But honestly, I want to see what the rest of the console looks like. I want to see what the fan looks like. I want to see what the thermal paste looks like. It's not going to be good. So let's keep going. All right. So I think I got all the screws out, and we're going to see if we can pull this all the way out to see what the heat sink looks like. All right. Here we go. And the big reveal. Oh, man. Whew. That is amazing. Oh, yeah. All over my fingers. Man, DKOldies really outdid themselves this time. This is, wow. Yeah, this bottom piece is even, wow. It looks like a desert.
I tell you what, dude, this video just came out 1 day ago. 2-3 days from now, okay? January 25th, 26th, maybe even 24th. Like, there's going to be a DKOldies video either on TikTok, Facebook, or Instagram where they're talking about how great they fucking clean their goddamn consoles. Motherfuckers, stupid ass, bitch ass, rip ass, fucking smell of fart ass motherfuckers. You know, because this 1 year warranty shit, this shit just started. Because they got called the fuck out for being stupid ass motherfuckers. Look at this.
What are we doing here? This was $400, guys. I could pay $50 for this. Like what is? I'm at a loss for words. I don't know.
That's why that
This
shit
one's
wasn't
on
bubble
DKOldies.
wrapped as good
I
as
usually
that
feel
game.
bad sending stuff back to
They
companies that
sent
don't
more
buy it, but
effort. They
if
put
they're
more
gonna send me
effort
this
into that
$400,
fucking game
I'm
than
sending
they
it
did
back.
that
So
fucking
this is-
console, dude.
This is unacceptable. All right, and there's the fan. Hoo-hoo. Fan actually looks a little bit better than I thought it would, even though it's disgusting. That's
It's goddamn light,
better
dude.
than I thought it would be after seeing everything else. All right, we're not down to the heat sink yet, or not down to the thermal paste yet, but let's get there. Oh, what do you know? The board is not quite as bad. Funny I'm saying that because that's still really, really bad. Like, oof. Got everything apart now, and I think the thermal paste, we should be able to see it now. And oh yeah, pretty much nothing left. That's what I like to see. I'm baffled.
Means you're gonna have issues after a couple hours of hardcore split second gaming, or Borderlands 2, whatever the fuck you play on this thing. Yeah, I mean that's bad for sure. But like the dust, that sucks and that's bad. But like that doesn't have anything to really do with performance. But that shit does.
By this, the fact that they would sell this as cleaned, refurbished, but they refurbished absolutely nothing, and I don't know. I have nothing else to say. I don't. All right, guys. Well, this is no doubt one of the top 2 dirtiest PS3s I've ever seen. I think I saw one with cockroaches one time, so that one was worse. But this is next level. Like there is so much dust in here. No thermal paste replaced. Like the outside looks bad, but it's the inside. It's just. And they specifically say on the listing, they say tested, cleaned, and refurbished. So clean and refurbished are 2 different things. They did not.
Well, I tell you what, man, they really fucked my boy Jacob on this one. If you guys want to check out his channel, you know, there's a shit right there on the screen. Jacob R, great dude, makes great videos. He's been doing them for years. I highly recommend him, you know, for a channel. But, man, I was really thinking about buying a PS2, like a fat one from, you know, DKOldies, but like after seeing this, like there's no way in hell I'm gonna give them money. Especially, I mean, I was already like, $250 for a fucking PS2 is crazy, but definitely not doing that shit now after this happened. You know, not to mention the Review Tech USA with the NES, that shit happened. So thanks for watching the video to this point. If you made it this far, I know this video is a little like raw and unedited. If you like this kind of content, leave me a comment below. I'll catch you next time, man. Heck of Steve out.